Hi everyone, it's Ezra May. Today is Monday, and every Monday I'm going to do what I like to call Monday musicals, in which I talk about a musical that I love and am probably obsessed with because I want to share the joy of performing arts with you all. And whether or not you like musicals, you can't escape them. They're too good. So here we go. The first musical that I decided to do is the first musical I ever saw live on stage and a professional production. If I had to describe it in one word, it would be magical. So, what is it? Wicked! Sorry, it just doesn't work without the hat. Wicked is based on a 1995 novel of the same name, but it's called Wicked, The Life and Times of the Wicked Witch of the West by Gregory Maguire. And he's an interesting author. He really knows how to use that sort of mythical language to tell a story, and he likes to take fairy tales and kind of twist them so that you see them from a different perspective. The Wicked Witch of the West is a character that you probably know from the 1939 film The Wizard of Oz. I remember I was really scared of her as a kid because she had those flying monkeys that just freaked me out. But anyway, Stephen Schwartz, who is a brilliant lyricist and composer, decided that this novel would be great for a stage adaptation, although he initially planned to make it a movie. But eventually Gregory Maguire, the author, sold the rights for a stage production, and it was a big success. It opened at the Gershwin Theatre in New York City in 2003 with original cast Idina Menzel as Elphaba, who is the witch, and Kristen Chenoweth as Glinda, who is the Good Witch of the North. Fun fact, Elphaba comes from L. Frank Baum, who is, let's say, I don't know, the author of The Wizard of Oz? You'd be correct. That's a great thing about Wicked. There are a lot of references to The Wizard of Oz throughout that you don't notice unless you see the show 2 or 3 times. Wicked is a story about friendship, and it's about a strong female friendship between Elphaba and Glinda, who come to learn about each other. And even though Glinda's so popular and pretty and Elphaba is so misunderstood and looked down upon by society, they're both sort of outcasts in their own areas, and I think it's a good message to be telling young people and young girls that it's okay to be different. You know, sometimes you can have something that makes you not like other people, but that it's not a bad thing. And that's why I love this musical so much. Elphaba was just born green because her mother took this potion and it turned her green, and her sister was beautiful and she was white, and of course she lived in her sister's shadow for most of her life. But the thing about Elphaba was that she had these special powers. She could use spells and change animals, but that made her different. People didn't like her for that, and of course they didn't like her physical appearance. What happens is one of their teachers, Dr. Dillamond, he's actually an animal, and animals are able to talk where they live. For some reason, animals are losing their powers of speech. So Elphaba and Glinda set off to the Emerald City to find the wizard, and they find out he's a fraud. So Elphaba decides to go solo and fix this for herself, because if she doesn't, who else will? You know, she's already being ostracized for the way that she looks, and even more now that she's standing up for something and going against society's rules. So she sings this wonderful power ballad at the end of Act 1 called Defying Gravity. It just starts off really mellow and it just builds into this wonderful orchestral, just beautiful, and you have to go see it. We come to see that Elphaba is shut off from the world because people have made her that way. That she wasn't evil because she intended to be, but evil because of the circumstances and the way that people bullied her into thinking that she actually was evil. And there's a lot of powerful themes in this musical that you don't really realize until you really pay attention. I don't know why, but I always get a keychain and I never hang it on anything. I also got a badge, which I never wear, but I wanted it. Before I went to see the show, I looked on the website and I sort of picked the things that I knew I was going to get. And this next thing was the most expensive thing I got ever from a musical theatre production, but I just had to have it. And it comes in this beautiful velvet bag. And it is a wand. And it's Elphaba's one because it's green, and there's Swarovski crystals on either end. And it's just beautiful, and I wanted to use it for no reason. I love this one because it's actually used in the show. The part where Elphaba and Glinda go to Emerald City to find the wizard is actually an illusion, because everybody who lives in Emerald City thinks that everything is green, but it's actually not. It's just green because everybody is wearing these. I could wear them all day because they're that cool. So if you ever see Wicked, get these green glasses because that's pretty much the coolest thing that you can get from any production ever. And they're really, really awesome. Yep. For my birthday, I got the Grimmery, which is pretty much the ultimate book you can get when you're an obsessed fan like me. They've made it a book of all behind the scenes facts and pictures and excerpts of the script, and it's just beautiful. You can find these at any bookstore near you, or you could just go to eBay. If you're from Melbourne or if you're from Australia, it's coming here very soon, and it's a great production and I really, really recommend it. Thank you for watching this video, guys. I'll be back next Monday with another musical, and until then, stay green. Bye! So I saw Wicked back in 2008, the original Australian cast with Amanda Harrison and Lucy Durack, and it pretty much blew my mind. And here are some photos. Yep, they're really bad. Okay, back to me. Okay, hi. There's a beautiful duet called As Long As You're Mine in Act 2, and that's probably my favourite song in the musical. So you should check that out. It's between Fiyero and Elphaba, and they realise that no matter what society says, they would want to be together, and it's really beautiful, and I'm going to cry. I'm trying not to. Okay.